My child, listen carefully, because this message is for you. God says, there is a reason you are seeing these words at this exact moment. There is a reason your heart is beating a little faster, your mind is asking what this means. Heaven is leaning toward you right now. The clock in the Spirit is moving, and a divine countdown has already begun. God says, 2 hours left is not about panic, it is about preparation. It is the sign that a long season of delay, confusion and tears is reaching its closing moment, and the door of a new chapter is opening in front of you. God says, congratulations. You may not feel like celebrating yet, but in heaven your name has been mentioned with joy. There has been a long conversation about you, about your tears, your faith, your questions, your struggles. There were moments when you thought, no one sees me, no one understands how heavy this is. But God says, I saw it all. I counted every tear on your pillow. I heard every word you could not say out loud. You thought you were forgotten, but you were being prepared. Archangel Michael stands near you in the Spirit and says, you will be very happy because God is giving you that one thing. That one thing your heart quietly repeats when no one is around. That one thing you have stopped mentioning in your prayers because it hurt too much to ask again. That one thing you thought you lost the right to receive because of your mistakes. Your past, your pain. God says, I did not forget. I wrote it down. I preserved it. I protected it from the wrong people and the wrong time. 2 hours left. God says, this is a prophetic sign of urgency. It is the signal that you can no longer keep living like your life will never change. You can no longer speak about yourself as if you are cursed, abandoned, or invisible. Heaven is serving a notice to your fear, your self-doubt, your shame. Your time is almost up. The chains that wrapped your confidence, your joy, and your hope are being loosened even as you read this. God says, you did not come across this message by accident. You were led here. There is a gentle pull on your soul. As if something is saying, don't scroll away. Don't skip. Don't rush past this. That is me, says the Lord, trying to interrupt the cycle of fear that keeps telling you nothing good ever lasts for you. I am breaking that lie. I am rewriting that story. You have been through a long waiting season. You have watched others receive what you asked for. You have celebrated people while quietly wondering, when will it be my turn? When will something finally be just for me? God says, your turn has not been cancelled, it has been scheduled. The delay did not mean denial. It meant development. It meant I was preparing you to carry this blessing without losing yourself, without forgetting me. And without letting others misuse you. Archangel Michael says, heaven fought battles you never saw. There were moments when your mind felt heavy, your sleep felt disturbed, your heart felt pressed on every side. You thought it was only stress, only worry, only overthinking. But in the unseen realm, there was war over your future, over your peace, over your promised blessing. After 2 hours of spiritual warfare, heaven reached a conclusion. The attack will not win, the delay will not hold, the enemy will not have the final say. The verdict was declared in your favor, God says. This is why you suddenly feel like something huge is about to happen even if you can't describe it yet. Your spirit is picking up what heaven has already announced. Your name has been spoken in rooms you have never entered. Your situation has been brought before the throne of grace. Your heart has been examined with love, not with condemnation. You have been seen. There is one thing your soul needs more than anything else right now. You think it is only money, only opportunity, only a relationship, only a physical shift. But God says, the deepest part of that one thing is this: you need to know that I am for you, not against you, with you, not distant from you, fighting for you, not ignoring you. This is the foundation under every other miracle I am sending you. Because what I give you will grow from who you are becoming in me. God says, I am giving you that one thing in a way that will touch every area of your life. I am giving you peace where there was torment, clarity where there was confusion, favor where there was rejection, and open doors where there were walls. You have carried the feeling that you are always almost there but never fully arriving. That feeling is being broken. I am not a God of almost. I am a God of completion. You felt like you had to be strong for everyone and had no place to be weak. You smiled when you wanted to cry. You encouraged others when you were empty. God says, I saw that hidden strength. I saw the silent sacrifices. I saw the nights when you stayed awake replaying conversations, wondering if you were enough, if you made a mistake, if you missed your chance. Heaven did not ignore these moments. They were seeds, seeds of faithfulness, seeds of perseverance, seeds of love. Now the time has come for harvest. That is why the Spirit keeps whispering 2 hours left in your heart. Not because you are running out of time, but because your old cycle is running out of time. The self-doubt that kept you apologizing for your existence, the fear that kept you shrinking yourself in every room, the guilt that kept you chained to your past, all of that is racing against heaven's clock. It knows it cannot stay. God says, your life is about to feel different from the inside out. Not because someone suddenly appears and rescues you, but because I am awakening in you the courage to walk away from what drains you and walk toward what honors me and heals you. I am giving you the one thing your heart begged for without words, a new beginning that is real, stable, safe, and blessed. Archangel Michael stands as a guard around your future. He declares, this soul will not be stolen by despair. This destiny will not be cancelled by fear. This blessing will not be blocked by jealousy, manipulation, or witchcraft. What God has signed with His hand, no one can erase. That is why you are still here, even after everything that tried to break you. There were moments when you quietly thought, maybe I am the problem. Maybe I deserve this pain. Maybe life will always be like this. God says, I am stepping into that thinking and tearing it down. Yes, you have made mistakes. Yes, you have taken wrong turns. Yes, you have trusted the wrong people. But I am your Father, not your accuser. I correct, but I also restore. I prune, but I also replant. I confront, but I also comfort. This is not a message of empty promises. This is a message of alignment. God says, I am aligning your steps with the blessing I have prepared. I am aligning your heart with the truth of who you are in me. I am aligning your relationships so that the wrong voices fade out and the right voices become clear. I am aligning your opportunities so that you do not waste your strength on doors that were never meant for you. You felt like you had to chase everything, chase love, chase acceptance, chase opportunity. God says, people made you feel like you had to audition for your worth. But in my presence, you are already chosen. You are already loved. You are already worthy, not because of what you did, but because of who I am and what I placed inside you. The one thing I am giving you now is the restoration of your true identity. From this identity, other blessings will flow. The relationship that is truly for you will not require you to become someone else. The door that is truly yours will not demand you to betray your values. The job, the opportunity, the platform, the open path that I provide will not destroy your soul to build your status. I do not give gifts that poison you. I give blessings that mature you. God says, there are conversations happening about you that you know nothing about, conversations in heaven that speak life over you, and conversations on earth that tried to speak against you. Do not fear what was said in your absence. Not every voice that knows your name has authority over your destiny. I do. And I am canceling every word curse that told you, you will never succeed. You will never be loved. You will never be free. You will never change. Archangel Michael says, those words are being broken in the spirit. The labels that others glued to your identity, too much, too little, too sensitive, too emotional, too quiet, too loud, are falling off. God says, I am rewriting your name in your own mind. You will see yourself as I see you, not as a mistake, but as intentional, not as an accident, but as assigned, not as a burden, but as a blessing. God says, open it now means open your heart now. Open your expectation now. Open your willingness to believe that your life does not have to look like your worst day forever. I am asking you to open your hands, to release what you tried to control, and to allow me to move. You have tried carrying everything on your own shoulders, no wonder you are tired. Place it in my hands. I am not asking you to be perfect, I am asking you to be honest. You feel the urgency in this moment because your soul recognizes a turning point. This is not just another message to scroll past. This is a divine interruption. God says, if you keep living like nothing will ever change, you will walk past the open door as if it is a wall. I am using these words to wake up the part of you that still believes, the part of you that still remembers how it feels to dream, the part of you that refuses to die even when everything hurts. Your tears have been prayers. Your silence has been prayers. Your I'm fine has been a prayer wrapped in exhaustion. I heard it all. I am answering in a way that will touch layers of you that no one else sees. I am sending peace into the rooms of your heart that have always been locked. I am sending light into corners that have been dark for years. God says, you will be very happy because I am healing the root, not just the branches. The one thing I am giving you will not be a temporary distraction. It will be a shift. A shift in how you think, how you speak over yourself, how you choose, how you love, how you allow others to treat you, how you respond to hardship. I am turning your pain into wisdom, your tears into oil, your scars into testimony. You thought you were disqualified because of what happened to you or because of what you did. But heaven looked deeper. Heaven saw the heart that still wanted to love, still wanted to do right, still wanted to grow, still wanted to forgive even when forgiveness felt impossible. God says, that heart is what I am blessing. That heart is what I am defending. That heart is what I am rewarding. Archangel Michael says, you have survived battles that would have ended another person. You walked through seasons where no one fully understood your load. You had days when getting out of bed was a victory. You had moments when you smiled while breaking on the inside. But you did not give up. Even in your lowest moments, there was a tiny spark in you that refused to go out. That spark was me. Says the Lord, protecting your future from total darkness. Now, I am breathing on that spark. It will become a flame of purpose. You will not only survive, you will live. You will not only live, you will grow. You will not only grow, you will help others find their way. The one thing I am giving you includes the strength to say, I went through it, but it did not destroy me. I learned. I healed. I rose. God says, open immediately is not a threat, it is an invitation. It means, do not postpone your healing. Do not keep delaying your forgiveness of yourself. Do not wait another year to acknowledge that you deserve a life that reflects my love, not your trauma. I am not rushing you to scare you. I am urging you so you don't keep living below what I created you for. You are not reading this at a random time in your life. You are reading this at a crossroads. You are standing between who you had to be to survive and who you are allowed to be to thrive. Heaven is standing on the side of your future calling you forward. Hell is standing on the side of your past trying to drag you backward. You feel the tug of war in your chest. But God says, you are not alone in this decision. I am with you. The one thing you have been starved of is deep, stable reassurance that you are loved and safe. That is what I am pouring into you. When you feel anxious, I will meet you there. When you feel unworthy, I will remind you of your value. When you feel like running back to your old patterns because they feel familiar, I will gently remind you that familiarity is not the same as safety. God says, I am sending signs into your days. Small confirmations that this word is real and this season is shifting. It may be a conversation, an opportunity, an unexpected message, a sense of peace where you used to feel fear. Pay attention. Do not dismiss the gentle ways I speak just because you are expecting something loud. I am in the gentle, too. Archangel Michael says, guard your heart in this season. Not everyone will understand the changes I am making in you. Some will try to pull you back into the old version of yourself because they are more comfortable with your brokenness than with your healing. But you are not obligated to carry the expectations that suffocate you. You are free to grow, even if it makes others uncomfortable. God says, I am giving you the one thing you thought you would never fully have. A life where you are not constantly apologizing for existing. A life where you can breathe deeply without waiting for something bad to happen next. A life where joy does not feel like a temporary visitor, but a resident in your home. A life where peace is not fragile, but rooted. You are stepping into a time where your yes will have power and your no will have protection. I will strengthen your voice. You will stop shrinking it to keep others comfortable. You will stop betraying your own soul just to keep the peace with people who never cared about your heart. I am teaching you holy boundaries. I am teaching you how to honor yourself as my creation. The countdown you feel is not to your destruction, but to your liberation. 2 hours left is heaven's way of saying, this version of your life is expiring. There are patterns, relationships, fears, habits, and mindsets that will not cross into your next chapter with you. They cannot go where I am taking you. Let them fall away. It will hurt at first, but it will heal you in the end. God says, this message is not for everyone, but it is for you. That is why it pierced you in a specific way. That is why certain sentences feel like they were written from inside your chest. I know you that well. I know where you are fragile and where you are strong. I know where you pretend and where you are real. I am not fooled by the mask. I am in love with the real you. You will be very happy, not because life becomes perfect, but because you will not be facing it alone, confused, and unprepared. I am giving you the one thing that secretly terrified the enemy, a healed, awake, and empowered you. Once you truly know who you are in me, the grip of fear weakens, the chains of shame crack, and the lies lose their authority, God says, breathe. Place your hand on your heart. Feel it beating. That is proof that I am not done with you. There is more for you than what you have seen. There is more for you than what you have lost. There is more for you than what you have survived. The story is not over. The page is turning. The countdown is reaching the moment where the light comes on and you see why I allowed certain things to end. Do not ignore this. Do not tell yourself it is nothing. It is something. It is me, touching the deep places you thought would always be numb. It is me, whispering into the rooms where you locked your pain away. It is me, standing with you in the middle of your ordinary day, declaring that you are not ordinary to me. God says, my child, this message is your sign. You are moving into a better chapter. You are receiving that one thing your soul has cried for. You are not late. You are right on time with me. Hold on to this word. Let it sink in. Let it comfort you. Let it challenge you to grow. Let it remind you, every time you feel forgotten, that heaven already shouted over you, congratulations. 2 hours left. You will be very happy, because God is giving you that one thing. This message is for you. My beloved child, listen closely to these words, because I am speaking directly to the deepest part of you, the part that has cried in silence, the part that has waited for so long that even your own heart started doubting whether anything would ever change. You are reading this at the exact moment I prepared for you. Nothing about this is an accident. You have felt like time has been running out on your dreams. Like every hope has been delayed, like promises float in the distance but never land in your hands. Today I am telling you there is a divine countdown over your life. There are 2 hours left in the spirit for a shift I have already ordained, a turning you cannot see yet with your eyes, but your soul can feel that something is moving. You feel it because I am the one who placed that feeling inside of you. There is that one thing your heart keeps returning to. You have tried to distract yourself, you have tried to act like you don't care, you have tried to say maybe it's not for me, but when the noise of the day goes quiet, your soul still whispers about it. That one thing is not a random desire. It is not empty imagination. It is not foolishness. It is something I wrote into your destiny long before you ever faced the disappointments that tried to convince you otherwise. You have asked me, God, if it's really from you, why is it taking so long? And I have watched you, even in your frustration, still talk to me, still look up, still hold on with trembling fingers. I have counted every tear you cried when nobody saw, and I have seen the way you tried to smile for others while secretly wondering when it would be your turn. I am telling you now, your turn is not a fantasy. Your turn is a reality that is approaching closer than you think. There are 2 hours left in this season where you feel like nothing is happening. 2 hours left in the delay that has tried to wrap itself around your life like a chain. 2 hours left before you begin to see the first visible signs of what I have been carefully orchestrating behind the scenes. You see only the surface, but I am the God who works in depths that no human eye can reach. I have been aligning hearts, shifting places, opening pathways, and closing doors that would have harmed you. You thought I was ignoring you, but I was protecting you from accepting less than what I promised. Archangel Michael stands by you even now, sent on assignment to make sure that what I have declared over your life is not stolen, not delayed any longer than I permit. Michael says, "Congratulations, beloved of God. You do not even realize how close you are to the moment that will make sense of so many nights of confusion. He has watched you in your spiritual battles, watched you feel like you were fighting invisible forces of fear, doubt, and heaviness. He has watched you keep going when the enemy whispered that you should give up. And now, He announces over you that heaven has stamped approved over that one thing you have been praying about. Not because you are perfect, but because my grace is bigger than your mistakes, bigger than your doubts, bigger than your past. You often think you are late. You look at your age, your situation, your circumstances, and you think, I should have been further by now. I should have achieved more by now. I should have had my breakthrough already. But hear me, my timing is not an insult to you. It is a shield around you. I did not withhold that one thing to punish you, I delayed it so that when it arrives, it will not crush you, confuse you, or be stolen by those who never cared for your soul. I needed to grow your spirit, prepare your mind, and strengthen your heart. You are not the same person you were when you first asked me for it. You have more wisdom now. You can discern people better now. You no longer fall for the same tricks. That growth was necessary, because the gift I am placing in your hands carries weight. There are 2 hours left for the version of you who defines yourself by your wounds. 2 hours left for the version of you who believes you are always second choice, always almost, always maybe later. I am rewriting the story over your life. I am not just giving you a blessing, I am giving you a new understanding of who you are in me. You are not the abandoned one. You are not the forgotten one. You are not the one I skipped while blessing others. You are my chosen one, my beloved, the one I have watched every day and every night, even when you thought you went unnoticed. The very fact that you are here, reading this, is proof that I have not stopped speaking to you. You have wondered if it was wrong to want that one thing so deeply. You have tried to kill your own desire, to say, it's okay, I don't need it, but your soul knows the truth. I placed that desire there. The enemy tried to twist it, tried to make it an idol, tried to attach fear and obsession to it, but at the core, that desire came from me. Whether that one thing is restoration in your family, a home where you feel safe, a relationship that honors your soul, a financial breakthrough that lifts you out of constant worry, or a purpose that makes you feel truly alive, I know exactly what it is for you. And I say to you now, I am not mocking you when I say it is coming. I am preparing you to hold it with peace instead of panic. Archangel Michael is standing guard over the path that leads to that one thing. Every lie that was spoken over you, every word that told you you don't deserve this, you are too late, you are not enough, is being exposed as a chain that never came from me. You are going to see conversations end, connections dissolve, habits break, and mindsets fall that had you unknowingly blocking your own blessings. Do not be afraid when I start removing what cannot go with you into this next chapter. I am not leaving you empty, I am making room. You prayed for the one thing, but your hands were full of what was hurting you. Now I am gently but firmly loosening your grip. These next 2 hours represent a holy transition. In the unseen realm, a countdown has begun. Things that once made you cry will begin to lose their power over you. People who once ignored your value will suddenly see a light in you they cannot understand, because I am the one who placed it there. Opportunities that passed you by will be replaced by opportunities that fit you perfectly, in alignment with your purpose and your calling. Where there has been confusion, I will bring clarity. Where there has been chaos, I will bring order. Where there has been emptiness, I will pour abundance, not just in material things, but in peace, joy, and a sense of being truly seen and loved. But I need you to understand this. When I say open it now, I am not just talking about reading words. I am asking you to open your heart, because some parts of you closed a long time ago. You closed your trust because you were betrayed. You closed your hope because disappointment became too heavy. You closed your expectations because you thought that if you expected nothing, you would not be hurt again. Today I am gently knocking on the door of those closed places and saying, open to me again. You don't have to open for the world, but open for me, your God, who has never lied to you, never used you, never abandoned you, even when you blamed me out of your pain. My child, there are words spoken over your life in heaven that you have not heard on earth yet. There are blessings with your name on them that no human hand can erase. That one thing you have been praying about is not hanging by a thread of chance. It is secured by my promise. I have watched you read messages meant to inspire you, then close your eyes and say, God, is any of this really for me? Today I answer clearly, yes, this is for you. I see you specifically. I know your face, your voice, your fears, your history. I know what they did to you. I know what you did out of confusion. I know what you regret and what you wish you could change. And still, I say, congratulations, my child, because what I am about to do is not based on how perfect you have been, but on how faithful my love is for you. Archangel Michael says you will be very happy, and this is not an empty phrase. Happiness for you will be deeper than just a smile in a photograph. I am bringing you into a place where your heart stops living in survival mode. You are tired of always having to be strong. You are tired of always being the one who keeps it together for everyone else. You are tired of pretending that everything is fine while feeling storms inside. The happiness I am sending into your life is a rest for your soul. It is the kind of peace where you can breathe without fear of what will be taken from you next. It is the joy of waking up and not feeling dread. It is the quiet confidence of knowing you are supported, provided for, guided, and loved. That one thing will not just make you happy for a moment, it will open a door to an entirely new atmosphere around you. You will start to see my fingerprints in small details, the right person calling at the right moment, the right opportunity appearing when you needed it most, the exact words of encouragement reaching you when you almost gave up. These are not coincidences, they are signals that heaven is close, that the countdown is real, that you are not wandering aimlessly. I am a precise God. I do nothing randomly. The connections I restore, the resources I release, the ideas I pour into your mind, the courage I stir in your heart, it is all part of the one thing unfolding into many things. I know there is a part of you that is afraid to hope like this. You have told yourself, if I get my hopes up and nothing happens, I don't know if I can handle that pain again. I am not asking you to force yourself into some fake positivity. I am asking you to place your hope in me, not in your own strength. Your heart has broken before, but I have held every broken piece in my hands. There has never been a night you cried alone. Even when you thought no one cared, I was right there, listening to the prayers you could not even form into words. Those sighs, those tears, those long stares into nothing, I heard them all as prayers. And I am answering them in ways you will soon begin to see. Open it immediately means don't delay in believing that I am talking to you. Every time you say, maybe this is for someone else, you push away what I am trying to put into your heart. Stop disqualifying yourself from my love. Stop acting like you are the one exception to my promises. You look at your flaws and say, God, surely you don't want to bless someone like me, but I look at your heart and say, this is exactly the kind of heart I love to heal and lift. I am not blind to your mistakes, but I am also not blind to your efforts, your apologies, your growth, your quiet acts of kindness, your secret moments of choosing good when it was hard. Archangel Michael has fought for you in the unseen realm. There were attacks sent to crush your spirit, traps laid to humiliate you, betrayals arranged to poison your trust. You survived things that were meant to destroy you completely. That survival was not by accident, it was because I commanded my angels to keep you, to block what you did not even know was coming. The fact that you are still here means hell's plan failed. You are not weak, you are stronger than you realize. And now you will not only survive, you will thrive. in these final symbolic 2 hours, I want you to do something important. Release what you cannot control and give it to me. Release the timelines you put on yourself. Release the need to understand every detail. Release the guilt of your past. Release the shame of what was done to you. Release the fear that it will always be like this. You have been carrying burdens that were never meant to rest on your shoulders alone. Hand them to me. Speak them out if you need to. Cry if you must. But know that as you release, I am already filling the empty spaces with my comfort, my guidance, and my strategy for your next steps. When I give you that one thing, I also give you the wisdom to protect it. You will not have to beg anyone to understand your worth. You will not have to chase people to treat you right. You will not have to compromise your soul just to feel wanted. You are going to see how beautiful it is when I am the one who arranges the blessings in your life. People will look at you and say, "How did this happen?" And quietly, in your heart, you will know, it was me. It was my timing. It was my mercy. It was my love that refused to let your story end in sadness. I want you to begin to speak differently about yourself, even now. The countdown to your shift is not only happening around you, it is happening inside you. Stop calling yourself unlucky. Stop saying nothing good ever lasts for me. Stop rehearsing old failures in your mind as if they are prophecies of your future. They are not. They are chapters 1 am closing. You are not cursed. You are not doomed. You are not destined to always lose. The very fact that the enemy tried so hard to break you is proof of the greatness I planted within you. Nobody attacks what has no value. The warfare you have faced has been intense because your purpose is powerful. Archangel Michael says you will be very happy, and you will see why certain things had to end. There are people you thought you needed who were actually blocking your blessing. There are places you tried to stay where you would have slowly died inside. There are paths you tried to force yourself down that would have led you into deeper pain. I shut those doors not to be cruel, but to keep you alive, to keep your heart soft enough to receive real love, real joy, real peace. You may not understand it yet, but soon, when the one thing I am sending begins to unfold, you will look back and say, "Now I see why that didn't work. Now I see why God said no." This moment is sacred. You are not here by mistake. I am using these words to touch places in you that others walked past. I am reminding you that you have a future. I am reminding you that there is something beautiful with your name on it that is on its way into your life. You don't have to know exactly how it will come. You don't have to figure out every detail. You just need to stay open, stay willing, stay connected to me. Talk to me about your fears. Talk to me about your dreams. Talk to me when you feel nothing at all. I am listening, always, there are 2 hours left for the belief that you are forgotten. When these hours pass, in my timing and in my way, you will step into a new awareness of my hand on your life. I will start to show you confirmations, little signs, unexpected kindness, sudden clarity, divine connections, inner nudges that lead you to the right place at the right time. Pay attention. I am not a distant God watching from far away. I am close, closer than your breath, closer than any human can ever be. I know the exact one thing your soul needs most right now, and I am preparing it not as a temporary comfort, but as part of your destiny. So, my child, receive these words not as empty comfort, but as a living promise. You are entering a season where what was hard to talk about will turn into testimony. The place where you were mocked will become the place where you are honored. The areas where you felt the most insecure will become the areas where I demonstrate my strength through you. Your story is not over. Your joy has not expired. Your blessing has not been cancelled. That one thing you keep bringing before me has not been ignored. I have seen it. I have heard it. I have already prepared the path for it. Open your heart now. Let my peace settle over you. Let my voice be louder than your fears. Let my love remind you that you are not alone, not forgotten, not invisible. You are mine. And because you are mine, celebration is coming to the same life that was once full of sorrow. Archangel Michael stands ready, and heaven is in agreement. Congratulations. Beloved, you will be very happy, because what I, your God, am about to give you is exactly what your soul has been waiting for, in a way only I could arrange.